Mike and I'm the Hallows Geek, and welcome to This Week in Eek, my weekly series where I put a little eek in your week by recapping some of the top stories in Halloween and horror news from the last week. Well, we're likely still a few months out from Funkoween, the annual product reveal event where Funko unveils the bulk of its Halloween and horror releases for the year. But they aren't holding on to all of their spooky releases until then. This past Wednesday marked the last day of Funko's Funko Fair event, and a couple of their final reveals had fans of FX's What We Do in the Shadows and Netflix's Stranger Things pretty excited. First, Funko unveiled that all 5 fan favorite characters from the Staten Island Vampire House are getting the Funko Pop treatment, including Nandor and his familiar Guillermo, Laszlo and Nadia, and energy vampire Colin Robinson. The new Pop figures will be available individually or as a Walmart exclusive 5-pack featuring glow-in-the-dark variants of the figures. The individual figures are available for pre-order now from Entertainment Earth for $11.99 each and are expected to ship in June. The Walmart exclusive 5-pack can be pre-ordered now from Walmart.com for $59.88 and is expected to arrive in July. And if you want to help out the channel, I'll be sure to include affiliate links to all of them down in the description. For Stranger Things fans, Funko has immortalized one of the most epic scenes from Stranger Things 4 in the form of a Funko Pop moment. The new Pop Moments diorama features Dustin and Eddie atop the trailer in the Upside Down with a swarm of demo vats approaching them. The Pop moment is of course inspired by the iconic scene where Eddie Munson performs Metallica's Master of Puppets as a distraction during Phase 3 of the group assault on Vecna. The new deluxe Pop vinyl moment is available for pre-order now from Entertainment Earth for $59.99 and is expected to ship in May of this year. You can find an affiliate link for that as well down in the description. And while we're on the subject of Stranger Things, the hit Netflix series led nominations for the 2023 Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards. This year's nominees were announced on Tuesday, and Stranger Things received a total of 6 nominations. 1 for Favorite Family TV Show, 2 for Favorite Female TV Star in a Family Series for Millie Bobby Brown as Eleven and Sadie Sink as Max Mayfield. For Favorite Male TV Star in a Family Series, Stranger Things nabbed 3 nominations for Caleb McLaughlin as Lucas, Finn Wolfhard as Mike, and Gaten Matarazzo as Dustin. But Stranger Things wasn't the only spooky content to get a nod this year. The 3rd installment of Nickelodeon's Are You Afraid of the Dark reboot, Are You Afraid of the Dark Ghost Island, was nominated for Favorite Kids TV Show. Netflix's Wednesday also picked up a nomination for Favorite Family TV Show, with Jenna Ortega picking up a Favorite Female TV Star in a Family Series for her role as Wednesday Addams. The spooky nominations weren't limited to television. Some of last year's Halloween movie favorites also made it onto this year's nominations list. Hocus Pocus 2 received a nomination for Favorite Movie, with actress Sarah Jessica Parker receiving a nomination for her Favorite Movie Actress for her role as Sarah Sanderson in the film. The final film in the Hotel Transylvania franchise, Hotel Transylvania Transformania, received 3 nominations, first for Favorite Animated Movie, and then 2 nominations for the film's voice cast. Andy Samberg picked up a nomination for a favorite voice from an animated movie male for his role as Drax's quirky son-in-law Jonathan, and Selena Gomez picked up a matching favorite voice from an animated movie female for her role as Drax's daughter Mavis. Samberg was nominated twice in the category, as he was also nominated for his voice work in the Disney Plus film Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. You can check out the complete list of nominees in each of these categories over in my full coverage over on allhallowsgeek.com. The Kids' Choice Awards 2023 will air live on Saturday, March 4th at 7 p.m. Eastern and Pacific, and will be simulcast across Nickelodeon, Teen Nick, Nicktoons, the Nick Jr. Channel, TV Land, CMT, and MTV2. Well, we live in the age of universes. We have the MCU, James Gunn is redoing the DCU, The Walking Dead has a universe, AMC is creating an Anne Rice universe, and this week Bloody Disgusting and the George A. Romero Foundation announced they are breathing new life into the Night of the Living Dead universe by co-producing a new scripted audio series titled The Dead. The Dead will tell new stories that take place in George A. Romero's Night of the Living Dead universe, expanding on the characters and activities from the iconic film series. Set to be 24 episodes long, the podcast will feature a full cast and be entirely scripted. Writers will be chosen to pen the stories following an application process through which the George A. Romero Foundation will select the best candidates. The Bloody Disgusting team will then work with the selected writers to produce stories and ensure that they meet the standards that Bloody Disgusting fans have come to expect from the banner. More details are expected to be announced soon, and once released, the series will be distributed as part of the growing Cinedigm podcast network, everywhere podcasts can be found. On Thursday, Transworld's Halloween and Attraction Show kicked off in St. Louis, Missouri. To coincide with their attendance at the event, Distortions Unlimited has unveiled 3 new animatronics and props for 2023. Leading the pack, pun intended, is Scarewolf, a high-intensity animatronic werewolf who looks like he's been captured. Scarewolf thrashes and shakes, looking to free himself from the chains before jumping at you and blasting you with air from an air hose in his mouth. The second reveal is Grim Death, a new giant Grim Reaper animatronic that stands nearly 11 feet tall. Holding an equally massive scythe, this high-impact animatronic leans towards its victims and then scares them with a blast of water or air from its mouth. Fog and lighting effects add to this already terrifying giant prop. And the third and final animatronic unveiled Thursday is Alien Parasite, a high-impact animatronic that moves and shakes inside its high-tech containment unit. This otherworldly creature appears to be secured safely, but when its containment systems fail, hell breaks loose, literally, as the alien escapes containment and jumps toward you. Lights, audio, and fog effects help bring this scare to life, and as a bonus, the animatronic features a spitter that can spray water or air at guests when the creature breaks free. All 3 figures are on display at the Distortions Unlimited booth at Transworld's Halloween and Attraction Show this weekend, or you can head over to distortionsunlimited.com to check them out or to purchase them. Full Moon Features is known for producing and distributing a particular flavor of horror. Puppet Master put them on the map, but franchises like Ginger Dead Man and Evil Bong kept folks coming back for more. Well, this week, Full Moon Features announced the launch of Full Moon Horror Line, a new premium toy division that will create, develop, and produce high-end replicas, figures, toys, and merchandise based on Full Moon Features' vast catalog of franchises and licenses. The Full Moon Horror Line will launch with the release of the 1:1 scale Talking Baby Oopsie prop replica, a high-end collectible from Full Moon Features' cult-following franchise Demonic Toys. Cast from the original prop molds used in the film, the Baby Oopsie replica features electronic light-up eyes, actual character voice recordings, and real fabric clothing. The deluxe figure is 25 inches tall, posable, and comes in foil-stamped slipcovers with the Certificate of Authentication birth certificate signed by Full Moon Features CEO and founder Charles Band and Baby Oopsie director William Butler. Only 900 units of the flagship replica will be produced, and after selling out will not be manufactured again. The limited edition replica will be available this March at fullmoondirect.com and will hit mass market retailers later this year. The replica will retail for $299.95. The Baby Oopsie replicas will be followed by premium product lines such as a replica of the Bloodstone from Subspecies and a high-quality line of 1:1 scale puppets from Puppet Master. These will be a standalone product apart from any previously released Puppet Master replicas. Outside of this new line of high-end premium replicas, the Full Moon Horror line will pivot to retail items such as the new blind box program Tiny Terrors, collectible tin tote lunchboxes, a working Jack Attack Jack-in-the-Box, along with additional mass market friendly merchandise. All items from the new toy division will be available for purchase directly through Full Moon Direct and subsequently made available on a mass market retail level in North America through an exciting distribution deal freshly inked by Full Moon Features. However, details on the deal and where these items will be available have not been announced. Alright, before we get to this week's trailer, I want to let my SoCal viewers know about an exciting opportunity. If you missed out on the Fear Fair when it made its debut at the National Orange Show Event Center last month, the event is returning to the venue with a partial takeover of the 106th National Orange Show. The Fear Fair is taking over the Orange Pavilion during the event, which will take place on April 19th through 23rd of this year. The takeover will feature all the fear-filled fun from its Friday the 13th event in a single location, complete with bands, stage shows, a haunted maze, cosplayers, photo ops, a craft space for little monsters, and more. If you're unfamiliar with the National Orange Show Fair, it's an annual event held in the 120-acre National Orange Show Event Center in San Bernardino, California. Last year's event drew nearly 50,000 guests who came out to enjoy some family-friendly fun that includes citrus, contests, trade shows, arts and crafts, rides, food, a fair. Tickets for this year's National Orange Show Fair are not yet available, but you can get the latest info at nosevents.com. Now on to the trailer. This week, 20th Century Studios gave us the official trailer for The Boogeyman, a horror thriller based on the short story from Stephen King. The Boogeyman tells the story of high school student Sadie Harper and her younger sister Sawyer, who are reeling from the recent death of their mother and aren't getting much support from their father, Will, a therapist who is dealing with his own pain. When a desperate patient unexpectedly shows up at their home seeking help, he leaves behind a terrifying supernatural entity that preys on families and feeds on the suffering of its victims. The Boogeyman is directed by Rob Savage and opens in theaters nationwide on June 2nd. That's it for this week. As always, if you enjoyed this week's video, give it a like, leave me a comment, or better yet, subscribe to make sure you always get your weekly dose of Geek. For more information on any of this week's top stories, you can always find the full coverage over on allhallowsgeek.com. Until next time, keep it creepy.